Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Terry Port of Elite Chef Masterclasses, and today I'm continuing on with my soups theme, and we're going to be making a very classical French soup called potato leek soup, but the French call it, if it's chilled, Vichyssoise. Stick around, we'll get to it. All right, ingredients. I've got leeks, all right? Essentially, they kind of look like big green onions. They're in the same family, much milder in flavor, softer, really beautiful, beautiful flavor, super sweet. And I found these ones in the grocery store, got inspired, and I had to pick them up because of the long, whitish stalks on them. You don't see this too often. Normally, the green tops are much longer, so we generally want them to have this white stalk or more of it because you get a higher yield out of it. This green top really isn't that usable unless you're just saving it to throw into stocks and that sort of thing. So I saw this and I was like, gotta pick them up and do a class on potato leek soup. All right, Yukon Gold potatoes, my favorite potato by far. It's got a beautiful texture to it, flavor as well. It's just my favorite potato of the large potatoes. Otherwise, I'm going fingerlings. Now, I do have already prepped up, ready to go, some celery and some onions. This is your primary flavor source, and these are more of your background flavors. I'm also gonna get in garlic and some aromatics into here, but these are the mainstays. All right, let's get it going. Hello again, everybody. I'm just gonna get some veg oil going in here. I just dropped a little bit in there, and I've got my heat cranked on high. So here are my leeks, 1 container. Here are my potatoes, chopped up, skins on. Okay, don't peel them. I mean, why waste the time? The skins are delicious, lots of nutrients, but that's at 1 container as well. And then the celery and onions at a container divided in 2 for each of them. Okay, and I've got, like I talked about, garlic fresh that I'm going to be adding, and near the end I'm going to be dropping in some of my amazing roasted garlic. Love, love, love. This goes into everything. All right, some of the, no, okay. All right, okay, also it's a little bit of white wine. I'm gonna be getting, of course, salt, pepper, and some thyme in here as well. So now that's heating up. I'm gonna get my celery and onions in here and let that go. No sizzle, I didn't let it get hot enough, but we'll be back as this heats up. Pan is now heated up. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of salt to this, and the salt really isn't to season. What salt does in a situation like this is it draws out some of the moistures and allows the flavors to marry together a little bit better and faster. All right, I am gonna get in a good amount of Yeah. Anytime a recipe says 2 cloves, multiply it by 10. That's the ratio. That's not a ratio, is it? Okay, gonna give that a few minutes to get happy. They've gotten a little bit happy now. We're gonna add the leeks and potatoes. No, I'm gonna hold off on potatoes actually. You know what? Leeks are gonna go in, yes. All right. I'm gonna get in black pepper and then white wine. Let the white wine reduce out, all right? And then once the wine's reduced out, then I'm going to get in the potatoes and some chicken stock, okay? I'm gonna do that real quick and speed up the video for you to watch fast. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes. My wine has been simmering and reducing out. I'm going to add the chicken stock and then my potato. You could use veg stock if you want to keep it vegetarian, totally fine, whatever, okay? But the reason I wanted to bring up why I decided to not add my potatoes with the leeks a moment ago. Reason is because potatoes and legumes like kidney beans, black beans, the dried ones, have a tendency to firm up and harden and stay firm through the cooking process if you add them into a hot liquid. All right, always best with legumes, the dried ones, like I said, and potatoes to start them off in cold and then heat up together. All right, so I didn't want to add it to the hot veg that I had there. I'm gonna cool down the mixture, and then once this is cooled with the stock, then immediately add my potatoes so the whole mixture comes up to a simmer together. All right, I am gonna add some thyme to that. Again, I'd rather be using fresh. It's what I got, so be it. All right, everything's been done on high heat so far. I'm gonna turn this down to a simmer once it comes up to a simmer, all right? And let it go for however long it takes until those potatoes are soft. Soup has been simmering now for about an hour, making sure that the potato is fully soft all the way through. All right, now all that garlic, the roasted garlic or garlic confit, I'm gonna drop in there. All right, I've got some cream that I'm gonna put in here. And now I'm just gonna give it a quick buzz using my handheld blender here, just to get that pureed up a little bit. And then, I'm not gonna do this all on camera, but then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this to my Thermomix. You could use a blender, you could use anything that you want. I just love using this machine. All right, don't be me. I just spent the better part of the last 45 minutes pureeing this through here and then straining it through this fine mesh strainer because I learned in a French restaurant how to cook. Holy crap. Okay, honestly, if you're working in fine dining, cool, go ahead, be my guest. At home, don't do this, okay? Just use the handheld immersion blender like I started doing. Leave it at that, okay? It does not need to be this fine. But because I love you all, I did it. I think. All right, anyway, so I'm gonna get to plating this. Actually, first I need to taste and see where we're at. All right, now again, like at the top of the show, I mentioned Vichyssoise is when this is served cold. All right, in the summertime. We're getting into fall. I want it warm. I want it to kind of warm me up on the inside, so I serve it warm. Okay, we call it potato leek. All right, I'm sure in France, they don't call it potato leek. I don't know. I probably should research that one. All right. Where are we at? Okay, that needs a lot of salt. All right. Okay, let's taste one more time, see where we're at. This is where the love comes in, you know? Take pride and care into what you're putting in front of people. If I were to just slop this in a bowl and serve it without getting involved and tasting and seeing where we're at, maybe it needs a little acidity, maybe it needs a little salt, maybe it needs some, whatever, all right? Get in there, okay? Still needs more salt. Okay? Love, the most important ingredient, all right? If you don't spend the time to care for it, it ain't gonna turn out well. Oh my God, yes. Okay, I'm gonna push this off to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna plate in this bowl right here, but I've got a few crostinis right here and a little bit of a black garlic aioli. Black garlic is a fermented black garlic, totally other class, but I just wanna plate something nice for everybody here. A couple of dots, because dots are the cool thing these days. All the kids are doing it. Okay, so now got that garnish going. My soup tastes phenomenal, by the way. I've got a little bit of tarragon oil here as well. I love tarragon. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is my potato leek soup with crostinis, black garlic aioli, a little bit of tarragon oil. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Terry Port of Elite Chef Masterclasses, and you just learned how to make potato leek soup.